Test, test, test. What's going on, yo? What's going on? Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. So we got a few setups we're looking at right now. We're gonna break that down a little bit. We're gonna wait for some more people to hop up in here. But you already know the drill. Make sure you like the live as you hop up in here. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Sounds good. What's going on, Livingston? I see you up there. So if y'all was in the live stream yesterday, obviously it was a bunch of holidays. We had 3 holidays yesterday, so we didn't trade New York session. But if y'all was in the live stream yesterday, the 2 setups we was looking at GU, we caught a nice 1-to-1. Didn't do the full move we was looking for, but like we talked about in the live stream and as well as the Sunday chart analysis, we're still kind of in reversal territory when it comes to GBPUSD. And then GJ ended up doing a nice move during the New York session as well. And then also repeated the move last night. So I did take the setup during Tokyo session. I was going to be looking for a buy setup here, but obviously you can see price is still pushing. So you already know the drill. We're going to either wait for price to retrace and maintain 203.10 as support, or if we could break above 203.50 and hold that support, we can look for buys going to 203.85. So that's what we're looking at right here. With gold, we're going to be looking for buys on gold. As long as we can maintain above 40.86, we're going to be looking for buys on gold. And then we're going to be looking for buys on NAS100. So we got a few setups we're looking at. We don't got news today, so we're simply just waiting for volume and our confirmations to be met. But we got a few potential setups right here. Now, GU, we're not going to mess with. Like I said, we're in reversal territory. So you see I have my sell ID here, my buy ID here. So I'm not going to be messing with GU unless it breaks above and holds 31.65 as support, or if it breaks back down below 31.25 and holds as resistance, right? Because again, we can see here price failed to maintain this level, also failed to maintain this level. So this is reversal territory. But if we can hold this low as support, hold this low as resistance, we have a higher likelihood of price continuing to upside or downside. Yeah, so GJ is pushing. So we're going to leave that be. We're going to put it on NAS100 to see if we can hold this low as support. If NAS can maintain, where's my arrow? There's my arrow. No, it's not. There we go. If NAS can retest and hold 25.670 as support, we're going to look for buys going to 25.750. So we're going to see what NAS does right here. Those just joined the stream. We are not into this trade yet. This is a trade idea. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. So we got to see what this how this 15 plays out. Zoom in so you have to see this stuff a little bit better. Go. So we're going to keep it on NAS right now because this is the one closest to meeting our confirmations. But if GJ does hit this low, we're going to have our alert. This would have been a nice setup, but it took off. So it is what it is, right? We're not going to chase the charts. At least I know my analysis was correct. So now the next setup that meets my confirmations, I'm going to have even more confidence to take it. So let's see what price does right here. GJ just alerted. All right, so what we're gonna be looking for going to this next 5 and 15 is for price. I'd actually like to see it retrace, but we're gonna look for buys either way. So we're either gonna look for price to reject and retest 203.10 as support, or if we can break above and maintain 203.50 as support, we're gonna be looking for buys going to 203.90. Again, look how price reacting to this level. This is why we enter next off these levels. We got a few other charts we're looking at, but as we can see, they're not out of their zones yet. So that's why we're just paying attention to GJ. We're switching back and forth between NAS and GJ because these are the closest two meeting our confirmations. We're just waiting for a retest on NAS. And then we're looking to see how GJ is going to react to this level right here.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation.
I was just talking about in the TikTok. Shout out to those I was in the TikTok live yesterday. I was just talking about how I got to find a new video for the background music because it's been just throwing ads like out of nowhere. Like it wasn't this bad before. Like obviously those that be watching, this is the same place I've been using for a while. Now there's just hella ads out of nowhere. So I'm gonna have to find another playlist. It's gonna be around the same vibe though, because it's the middle of the night, early morning. So it's still gonna be some chill shit. But I'm gonna have to find a new playlist. We got a new 15 about to pop up in a second. There we go. Let's see how GJ reacts right here. Again, in a perfect world, GJ would retrace back down to here, but if we hold this level of support, I'm not against going for buys here either. Again, we was talking about this setup. We actually went for the setup on Monday. We broke this out yesterday's live stream as well. Riley, if I pull up the GJ signal, we was targeting these highs here. But as you can see, it rejected multiple times. But you see here when price broke it, retested multiple times, held that support, push back up, and then now we see off the London session open candlestick, the volume pushing to the upside. Again, we're in an uptrend, so there's no shock. Yeah, huge candlesticks pushing to the upside. We're about to see if we can hold this low as support right here. Let's go back to NAS100 also. Paying attention to mainly GBPJPY and NAS right now. Still looking at gold and GU, but they still got some work to do. See how GBPJPY reacts right here. If you got any questions, drop in the chat. When we can eat charts, drop in the chat. Yeah, we're gonna be waiting for the retest. So we're gonna wait for that alert to hit us. That was a nice little retest right there. Gold's pushing as well. Now just pushing. I'm not against this gold, so I just don't like the market structure on the daily. But if we can't hold this low at support, it is still a valid buy setup right here. If we can hold 41.28 as support, we're going to be looking for buys going back up to 41.44. NAS was looking for buys here, but if it doesn't retest that level, we're going to look for buys at the next spot. So GJ is retesting. Let's see if it holds right here. Gold's pushing as well. Oops, I did the wrong thing. All right, so we're going to see if we can break above and hold this level at support. We're going to look to see if GJ can hold this level at support as well. Again, like I said, it might try to reject back down. It did a big ass push. And it pushed all Tokyo. So, well, let me not say all Tokyo session, but technically it did. Yep, and that's why we wait for the break and close. We would have took a loss for no reason. Again, y'all, patience pays. That would have took us out immediately. All right, we just broke this level, so let's see if we can hold again. If gold can hold 41.26 as support, we're gonna look for value going to 41.44. Got a new 5 minute about to pop up. So we got a lot of potential setups right here. So we got gold about to possibly do a retest. We got NAS pushing up as well. Let's zoom this out right here. And then we also have GJ chilling right here. So we got a lot of potential setups right here that we could potentially hop in going into this next 15. That's about to go down in about 5 seconds. All right, new 15 just popped up. Let's see. All right. All right, so that rejected. So we simply don't take the setup. Let's see if gold can hold right here. Yeah, I'm liking how this is looking right here. I like that retest. Definitely do not be greedy this week, because if y'all did not watch the Sunday chart analysis, again, make sure to watch the Sunday chart analysis. But we got a lot of charts from reversal territory. All right. So we're going to need some volume to blow through these next levels. Everything's just chilling right now. We don't have any news today, y'all, so we're simply just waiting for volume and our confirmations to be met.
Transferring credits.
Yeah, I knew it was an ad. I was like, the thing paused out of nowhere. Yeah, so hopefully I remember later on today, but I'm definitely going to have to search for another playlist. We're going to be on for a little bit longer, y'all. Y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When looking at any charts, drop in the chat. Make sure to like the live and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We're almost at 4,200 subscribers. We can get to that easily. Got a new 5-minute about to pop up in a little bit. So goal's pushing. We just hit TP2, so let me let the members know really quick. So we hit TP2. We still got a little bit of work to do, but we're green. We're green so far. Let me show you where the next target is. There we go. GJ pushing back up. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well, y'all. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Instagram, playmaker_way, TikTok _playmakerway_. Post daily on both pages. Got some new posts lined up for y'all today. Also got a new video dropping for y'all later on YouTube as well, so make sure to be on the lookout for that. We're about to see what this next 15 looks like. We got a new 5-minute about to pop up. We got gold retesting. We got NAS pushing up. Again, we're going to be looking for buys on NAS. We're either going to look for price to retest 25,670, or if we can break above and hold 25,750 as support, we're going to look for buys going to 25,830. GJ, we're either looking for buys if we can break above and hold 203.50, or if we can retrace back down to 203.10. But we're looking for buys on GJ nonetheless. Gold, we hit TP2. We're back at our entry point. But if we can maintain 41.26 as support, we're going to be looking for buys. Let's see what this next 15 does. Yeah, these whoops almost knocked my mic over. Yeah, they said, man, Playmaker Way uses this video 5 times, sometimes 10 times a week. Yeah, we gotta get money out this motherfucker. Got a new 15 about to pop up in a minute. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. We're looking at any charts, drop in the chat. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal, free Telegram as well, y'all. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link. Check it out for yourselves. As far as how we're doing this week, we was 3-1. We're technically 4-1 now. But as far as how we did last week, we had 100% win rate last week. We took 0 losses last week. 8-0 giving us 100% win rate. Got a total of 36,000 pips. And then again, all the trades we took, we talked about at the beginning of the week in the Sunday chart analysis. Like I say, yes, some of the stuff might be copy and pasted, but I say this for a reason. I always say, just like when I do the recap of the day, I forgot to do the recap yesterday. But like I always say, we broke these trades down as well as other sets that when it's projecting today's live. Watch the full stream here. Just like when I do the weekly recap, I always say, well, that sale's over. But I always say a lot of sets when it's projected for the Sunday chart analysis and the live sessions. If you're not watching or tuning in, you are missing out. Again, I'm not just saying that just to say that. Then the week prior, we went 8-1. So that's how we're doing so far this month. But as far as how we ended October, if you go to November 3rd, yeah, the 3rd was on a Monday. You can see how we did October. We took 30 minutes, 4 losses. So we lost 1 trade per week. You know, it's an 88% win rate, caught 166,000 pips. You click right here, it's going to take you to the beginning of October, where you can see how we did on a weekly and daily basis, as well as you can see how we did September 16-3. If we go to October 3rd, you can see how we did quarter 3. Let's move this to the side so we can see this a little bit better. Let's move that over. Boom. All right, and then we're going to move this over. We go October 3rd, you can see how we ended quarter 3. July, we went 17-2, August 23-2, September 16-3, ending the quarter 56-7, giving us an 89% win rate, catching a total of 207,214 pips. So we went, we had an 88% win rate last month, an 89% win rate quarter 3. We had a 90% win rate quarter 2, and a 90% win rate quarter 1. So that's how we're doing so far this year and how we've been doing recently as well. So we've just been picking up where we left off. Again, it's every single day. You watch these live streams, we do the same thing every day. We just go with the floor price, and then we just patiently wait for our confirmations. All right, so let's see what we get around to on gold. Again, we did hit TP2, but we traced back to our entry point. So we're going to see if we can push back up. And we're watching GJ as well for possible buys. We're going to be on for a little bit longer. We got a few setups we're looking at, y'all. So GU, and we can break back down below and maintain 3125 as resistance. We're looking for the same sell setup we went for yesterday, going down to 3110. And then GJ, we're going to be looking to see if we can maintain 2310 as support. If we're going to hold this low as support, we're looking for buys, going back up to the highs right here. And now, I'm not looking at US30 now. The reason why I'm not looking at US30, all right, for those that do not know, the reason why we're not looking at US30 is because that thing erupted yesterday and last night, right? And now we're back at the higher highs. We just broke and made new all-time. Well, we didn't make a new all-time high technically, but we're back in our uptrend, right? So that's why we're looking for buys on NAS100, because when we go pull up NAS100, NAS100's got to play catch up with US30. Now, does that mean NAS100 will catch up with US30? We don't know that, but what we're looking for today is the move US30 did yesterday, which will be targeting those highs. I don't know if it's going to be that big of a move, but we're still looking for buys at this level because we broke the rules of the downtrend if we can hold this level as support right here. Right, but that's why I'm not looking at US30, because US30, unless it does a retracement, there's no TP to target because we're at all-time highs. You see what I mean? That's a nasty drop on GU. So again, that's why I know sometimes I'll be like, okay, well, if you're looking for buys here, why don't you go for buys here? Again, that's why I don't really like to take setups in the reversal territory. But yeah, so we're about to see how GU and GJ play out. We're right back at TP2 on gold. Let's see if we can hit TP3 on that. We'll have a longer live stream tomorrow because some of y'all was saying last week that I wouldn't mind longer London session lives. Not today though, because I got a few things to do and I got a few sessions today as well, so I got to knock some stuff out beforehand. But tomorrow, so I might do. If I was going to vary, but I'm gonna do at least 2 or 3 times where we have longer live streams on YouTube. Now, does not mean we're going to be live entire London session, because like I tell you, I do not be up my computer like that. You know what I mean? But it will be like at least 2 hours, if not longer. And then of course, there's a lot of questions and stuff going on. I don't mind being on longer. I'm gonna have to find a new playlist. All right, we got a new 5-minute popping up in a little bit. But pay attention to the chart. Don't just wait for me to be like, oh yeah, I like this, or for a setup to play out. Pay attention to why we're looking for the setup we're looking for, why we're looking for them at where we're looking for them at, and then pay attention to how price reacts to my levels. Right, all this stuff happening on the screens is very important. All right, let me let the members know GU hit the zone. Quick. So we're really looking to see if we can break open and hold this level as resistance. Look at that magic trick. Telling y'all, if y'all don't have TradingView on your phone, I literally did it on my phone and it literally synced up automatically. So you need to have TradingView on your phone as well as your computer. That way you get the same notifications, the same chart markups, same analysis on the go. Right. This is also, I'm not at the computer all the time because I don't have to. We got a computer in our hands, in our pockets. Wow, let's get this out the way though, so we can pay attention to what price is doing. Got a new 5-minute about to pop up. GJ also, as you can see, is at this level. So we're going to be looking to see if we can maintain and hold 2 or 3 10 support right here. So we're going to see if we can hold this level right here. Look how price is reacting to the zone so far. Again, these are just trade ideas or confirmations on met. We don't take the setup, just like we saw earlier with GJ. A confirmation was on met. We don't take the setup. This is where price started the day at. Again, if y'all did not watch the Sunday chart analysis in the first link description, make sure to watch the Sunday chart analysis so you understand what's going on. It's very important to watch that this week because, again, a lot of these charts are in reversal territory. All right, so we need some volume for the trend to either continue or we're going to see a bunch of back and forth and ring around the rosy like we see with GU. Well, look at that. All right, look at this nasty ass candlestick. All right, that's just disgusting. That's disgusting. So we're going to be looking for a retest. It'd be hilarious if it fucking just sweeps through and does the full move we went for yesterday. Kind of just like with GJ, right? This was the GJ setup here. We literally went for this setup on Monday, but it failed to break past this point. And then last night I did the move I was looking for. GU, we took this setup, hit a couple TVs, got wicked out. So we're about to see if we'll do the move we're looking for today as well. Gold still chilling between TP1. Yeah, this would be hilarious if it does the full move. Now I don't want to see price come back down here because if so, then we're going to be back playing ring around the rosy, which I don't want to see. I want to see price maintain this level so we can have a nice setup. Obviously, just because I want to see price do that doesn't mean price is going to do that. So I still have to, like we've been doing and like we do all the time, still wait for our confirmations. But let me try to be careful and not shut down the setup we're in right now. Let me try to be a little careful right here. What's today's date? Today, Monday was 10th. Yeah, strong candlesticks on both of these right here. Yeah, this thing is literally doing the move we went for yesterday, which is fine because if it breaks past this point and holds this as resistance, it'll make sales a lot easier. So I'm not complaining too much about that. Now, GJ, I don't want to see it break down here. I want to see it maintain this low as support. I'm gonna wait because before I show that setup, I want to see how GJ plays out first. Back at TP2 on gold. Yeah, it literally just left off where we hit yesterday. So let's see what price does. New 15 just popped a new hour. Let's see what price does here. So it looks like this should just ruin everybody's day that didn't trade this during Tokyo session or yesterday. Let's do this. Like I said, if you retest, that'd be awesome. But if you're not, you'll just look for sale at this next level right here. Because you know us, we do not chase price. We just follow the flow of price. But if y'all was on the live stream yesterday, this is literally the setup we went for yesterday. But obviously, we see some clear volume now. Now it says whether past that move. I'd like to see some volume on this gold trade again. That'd be nice. Let's see all this low as resistance. TJ pushing back up. Let's see if we can break back above here. Gold pushing. Let's see if we can hit TP3. Let's see if we can hold this low as resistance. I'm glad I didn't pull out this signal ring because I was about to show a setup. I was about to be like, look, this is the exact signals we went for. But we're right back at the entry point, so I'm not about to do that. But we can't hold this low as resistance. We might go for the same move we went for yesterday. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see how price reacts right here. And this is why you don't FOMO. Imagine you FOMO and you try to go for sells here off the next 15 instead of waiting for price to retrace. You would have been like, damn, I should have just waited, and now I'd have a perfect entry point. GJ's pushing back above as well. Gold's pushing. Let's see if we can hit TB3 right here. This is another ad? It sure is. Yeah, this is crazy work. Damn, we barely missed TP3. We barely missed that. These ads are out of hand. They're like, man, BMW's been abusing the fuck out of this video. All right, so we got to retest here. Let's see if we can hold. And then GJ pushed back above. Look at that. Yeah, that's a big push right there. Let's see something. Let's see if I do a retest. So again, if GU can maintain and hold 31.25 as resistance, we're going to look for the same sell that we went for yesterday. And then if GJ can hold 2-10 as support, we can look for buys going back up to the highs right here. A lot of potential setups though. Gold still teasing us slightly. We're still in profit on that though. For that retest again, that's why I always say wait for the retest, right? More times than not, right? It's all about probabilities. More times than not, price is very rarely going into just do like you see right here, right? If you look at all the other scenarios, it's very rare and only happens a few times. Then most of the time, that price is going to just blow through all the zones and tank or pump to the outside, right? We see this happen once here and then once here, right? But any other time, we see what? We see rejection, we see retracement on both sides, right? So we see that right here. So again, if you missed your entry point, the best thing to do is either wait for price to retrace or take the L and look for the next best entry, right? You never want to chase price and go for a terrible entry because that's going to give you a terrible RR. And again, as you can see, if we would have just entered there, we'd have a perfect entry point, right? If we would have just wait for the retest, I should say. It looks like it's going to do the exact move we went for yesterday. I ain't going to lie. Let's see how this counts to closers. Look at that, you trash, right? That's a nice drop. Look at that beautiful drop. Look at that. Beautiful. Make sure to like the live, y'all haven't already, y'all. So we saw a lot of good things in this live stream, right? We saw a bunch of examples why we don't breakout trade, went away for the break and retest. Also saw another example of why you want to wait for the retracement or the retest. Don't just chase the big juicy candlestick. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna. If we can hold this level, it looks like it's gonna do the exact move we went for yesterday. Yeah, so I'm gonna let this do its thing right here. Still gonna be paying attention to GJ and NAS, and we're gonna see if gold can do something. All right, but we've been ranging in between TP1 and TP2 on that. New 5 minute just popped up. Yeah, so we're gonna let the chart do its thing. Again, we got a lot of charts in reversal territory. We don't have any news today. We just got off a holiday, so we're gonna see what New York Station got in store for us as well. Oh, I sound muffled. Hopefully, I wasn't sounding like that the whole time I was talking. Again, y'all, if y'all buy the thing, let me know if I sound muffled and stuff like that. Because I don't always get my earphones in. I'm not always listening to the live stream. So if I sound muffled or crazy, let me know so I can fix that. But yeah, so we're gonna let the charts do this thing. Again, GU doing a nice thing, doing exactly what we went for yesterday. So y'all enter GU, y'all should be up right now. Gold, we hit TP2 twice. It's doing a retest. And we're about to see how NAS and DJ play out going into pre-New York session. Shout out to everybody in the live, y'all. Shout out to everybody's been live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody's been live since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free student from Telegram. It'll be interesting how to identify these levels. I see you sort of the mentorship programs. Y'all know what to do. Click those links in the description, y'all. Like I said, we might not go live on TikTok today because I do have some stuff to do, but I do got some posts lined up for y'all on Instagram and TikTok, so still make sure to be on the lookout for that. And yeah, we'll be back at the same time tomorrow, London session 3 p.m. EST.